Hi, I'm TrekHer, your certified nature and forest therapy guide. I've spent decades in science and leadership and a lifetime in close relationship with the natural world. In just the past 6 months as a certified guide, I've supported more than 100 individuals and corporate team members through transformational experiences outdoors. Here I'll address one of the most common questions I get. What's the difference between nature therapy, forest bathing, and Shinrin-yoku? I'll share how these terms relate to each other and how I personally guide people in my practice of nature therapy. So let's start with the one that's been around the longest, Shinrin-yoku. It's a Japanese phrase that means forest bathing, but not bathing like with water and soap, but bathing in the atmosphere of the forest. It became an official public health practice in Japan in the 1980s and is a physician prescribed intervention to reduce stress and burnout. So, as of today, there are more than 60 officially designated forest therapy bases and over 100 certified trails with 2 to 5 million visitors a year in Japan. So, forest bathing is no longer niche, and global research on its stress reducing and creativity boosting benefits is growing exponentially. Outside of Japan, there are more than 10 certifying forest therapy bodies across North America, Europe, UK, and Australia, training thousands of practitioners a year. And due to this, forest bathing in their traditional sense has taken on a bit of a different shape. It's rarely a medical prescription outside of Japan. Instead, it's become a wellness and leadership practice. The focus has shifted from clinical outcomes to personal and professional growth. Now, what I offer as a nature and forest therapy guide is a combination of both Shinrin-yoku and the Western version of forest bathing. Of course, you'll get the benefits of reduced blood pressure, improved overall well being. That's been very well documented. And my driving philosophy is to go beyond extracting human health outcomes from nature. At its core, I apply the key concept of reciprocity, so building a relationship with nature as we support and nurture each other in the moment. And you'll experience this with me through embodiment and relational practice. So we're not going for a hike or to get exercise. It's not a naturalist walk to learn about the plants and animals. Instead, I'll guide you to connect with yourself and your team, and most importantly, with the land in an intentional, sensory driven way that, according to studies in attention restoration theory or ART, teams that step outside together lower collective stress and return with more resilience, focus, and trust. Also, forest bathing is practiced in a forest setting, but my version of nature therapy is a broader practice. For example, I've given sessions at a city arboretum, mountain trails, near lakes, even in the common green space of a corporate building. The place isn't as important as the guide and the approach. And of course, a nearby giant oak doesn't hurt. And I love a forest session, don't get me wrong, but a session on the beach is just as effective. I use a structure that helps people drop into something called a liminal space. That's a soft, in between state where you're more in tune with your senses, you're more curious, you're more present. Something like a soft daydream, which is why it's necessary to have me as a guide. During my sessions, I offer invitations that gently help you and your team engage with the land through your senses, your body, your emotions. I had a session the other day where a team asked to extend the time and do a few more collaborative invitations because it was working for them. And they were absolutely loving it, and so was I. What makes my practice unique is the integration of science, personal transformation, and proven results. And it's for everyone. If you're a burnt out executive, a manager of a team navigating difficult transition, a mom at your wit's end, I've been all of these, believe me. And I put nature therapy to the test, and it worked so well that I've dedicated my life to serving others through nature therapy. So to sum things up, Shinrin-yoku is the original Japanese practice. Forest bathing is the Western version, often used as a general term. And nature therapy, like what I offer, draws from both, but also includes other ways of being in relationship with the natural world around us. The vision for me is that the deeper the relationship we have with nature, the more we care about it and would want to tend to take care of it. So please make today an outdoorsy day.